Are we live yet? No, wait, we're not doing that this time. That's right. Are we recording yet? That's probably the one we're doing. Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to a not live Friday night sale, but a Friday night sale where you're going to have pretty much all weekend to claim from the comfortability of your home, wherever you're at. So don't worry, you're not watching this live this week. This week it wasn't going to be live. Josh and I are currently in San Diego, which I hear is German. I don't know what it means in German, but German, I guess. Anyway, we're out in San Diego, probably standing in line somewhere right about now. But while we're doing that, you guys are going to have all kinds of awesome Friday Night Live Star Wars toys and collectible goodies like you would any other Friday night. But this is the other half of
This is a weird show.
This is the other half of the leftover stock from
Rebel
ScumCon Year 1. This is the leftover signing stock that didn't get sold or signed. And since it didn't get sold, it didn't get signed. So, we have all kinds of awesome Pops, Black Series, some VC, and then
gonna do a little walk.
Assorted other awesome goodies sprinkled in here and there for your claiming pleasure. Speaking of claiming is super easy, guys. Whether you've been doing this for the first time ever or for all 6 years, and last Friday we did just celebrate live our 6-year Friday Night Live show anniversary. So for 6 years we've been entertaining you guys, all kinds of Star Wars fans, new and old, from all over the world, in partnership with the community of Star Wars collectors, or CSWC for short, for 6 years. And we have been so privileged to be a part of that community, and we're so happy to continue bringing you these Friday night goodies. Now, it works the same way it's always going to work. You're going to type out claim or dibs or gimme, some word or phrase of intention, followed by the lot number or item name and the price, all in one comment. Please abstain from using a dollar symbol in your comment, because Meta might just not show your comment, delete your comment, block your comment, whatever, because they're cracking down on spam and what's the word I'm looking for here?
Panhandling.
Yes, posts like that. So, or comments like that. So just know, just the number of the price will suffice. All right?
This is what we're doing for this sale, guys. This is going to be a mix between a live show and a CCS. So basically, right down there somewhere
in the comments below,
in the down under box,
there should be an image accompanying each lot. What you're going to see is you're going to see the item, or at least one of the items, accompanied by the lot number, the price like normal, and the quantity of how many we have. That's not, you're going to get, 8 Snokes for 15 or 20 bucks. They're not going to be that much.
No,
either.
That means that there's 8 total available, and the quantity on there, honestly, that's more for Heather on the admin side, so she knows the first 8 people that claim Snoke are the people that are getting it.
And it's also for you guys. That way you know how many of each item is available. So if there's only one, it will say X1 or times 1 because there's only one. So you'll put your comment down below.
Make sure you reply to the image of the item that you're claiming.
So if you want Snoke specifically, it's going to be a reply to the comment with the image of Snoke on this video you're watching on right now, saying claim, dibs, give me lot 1, 15, 20 bucks. Again, it's not going to be that much. 15, 20 bucks, and as long as you're within the first 8, well, you're going to be one of the lucky few getting one of these awesome,
I think we just jump into it.
So,
speaking of Snoke.
But real quick, one more thing. When you're done claiming, when you're finished making your claims, message the Order 66 Toys Facebook page directly. That's what you're watching this on now, what you're claiming on right now. And say, hey, I claimed some stuff. What's my total? What's my shipping going to be? just like always, you have until the following Wednesday to pay for your claims. In this case, since this is pre-recorded, don't usually say the date, so I'm going to say the date now. It's July 31st. Last day of the month is when payments for this current Friday Night Live sale, which is the 26th, you have until the following Wednesday, the 31st of July, to pay for this Friday night's claims. Again, that's the 26th. And if you're waiting on claims for me the past few weeks, well, the only reason you should be waiting is if you haven't paid for shipping yet. So, stay tuned. You should have some really awesome goodies coming to you very, very shortly.
As the time of this recording, the shirts have not been filled, so those will be sent out as soon as we get back from SCCC.
Yep. Hopefully, well, I think the shipment will probably be here probably while we're out of town.
Yeah.
But yeah, we won't be breaking out, packing people's shirts in their cubbies until we get back, because that's when shipping for this sale will happen. And there you go. Alrighty, I think now we are ready to get into it. So
I think
lot one,
there's
here.
8 of them.
There's 8. This is
Let's just do like $8 a piece on them.
$8 on a Supreme Leader Snoke Pop, guys. Brand new sealed. These will be in assorted condition. Not everything is going to be guaranteed mint from this sale, but we will get you the nicest example possible in the order that they get claimed in. Next up, we've got a Smuggler's Bounty exclusive release of Skiff-Guard Lando. This one's pop number 282. Based off of his appearance in Return of the Jedi. You'll notice on this upper one, so this will be the second one to go, there's a little bit of a ding right there in that corner. Lot 2, we have 2 of them.
$10.
$10. And once again, guys, I'm not going to repeat this every lot, but just throughout the night since we're still this early in. Lot number, price of the item, quantity of the available lot. So, again, 2, you're not getting 2 for $10. There's 2 available, they're $10 each. That's how that's going to go throughout the sale. Next up, we've got Young Luke. Young Luke, played by Grant Feely, who I've heard has a movie coming out soon, so congrats to Grant on another role. I'm sure it will be exciting. Lot 3.
Looks like there's 8 of them, and we'll do $10 a piece on those.
$10. There are 8 Young Luke Pops. There you go. Lot 3. Next up, we've got R2-D2 or Bar2-D2. Another Smuggler's Bounty. I can't remember if we had a sticker on that one or not. But what are you looking at on
I think this one was 15.
15 on lot 4. And there's only 1 available tonight. There we go. Mandos. All right.
Mando, we got a bunch.
Got
Let's
2,
see.
4, 6 on the back row.
There's 14.
Yep. Go ahead and write.
And that is Mando number 663.
I can also write if you need.
And I think that would be great.
Oh, yeah. Here. Do you want
Mando number 663, and he'll be $8.
$8. And this is the one that has the Darksaber and his blaster pistol drawn. $8 on lot 5 for the Mandalorian with Darksaber. Next up, we've got Klaatu, the Skiff-Guard. In case you're trying to do the sail barge with pops instead of 3 3/4 figures, which you might actually be able to get a good amount at this
He'll
point.
also be 15.
15.
15
1-5.
on lot 6. And there's only 1. Only 1 of those.
Lot 7. There's only 1 of these as well. Q90. Our good friend, Mr. Chris Bartlett.
Yep.
And we'll do 10 on that one.
That's pop 349. Pop 349 for lot 7. Next, we've got a big pop.
The
This
10-inch Mando with child.
Now, the box is really rough on this one. Last time, I think we had it marked at 30 based off of the condition
We
here.
had it at 40. It's 40 and then marked down. So let's do 25 on it.
25.
But I think that's what we paid for him.
25, definitely an opener there. And I love the chrome that they did on the helmet there. It does really look like a Beskar helmet. Next up, we've got a Boba. I believe this one is Empire. No,
it's Jedi.
that's Jedi. We've got Jedi Boba.
Number 102.
Another Smuggler's Bounty.
And that's lot 9. Let's do $12 on them.
That's pretty awesome on a Boba.
And then lot 10 will be the same, but that's Cobb Vanth.
Lot 10 is Cobb Vanth. Now, why did we have Cobb Vanth pulled to get signed at Rebel Scum?
Well, some of this stuff has nothing to do with signers that were at the event. Some of this stuff is just a collection that we picked up this week.
Some of it is, but the Cobb Vanth
This
did come from our
specifically
signing one.
Was Paul Darnell, right?
Yeah, I believe it was Paul who doubled as Cobb
Yeah.
for Timothy.
Timothy Elephant or something
Kind of
like
like that. I thought it was hippopotamus.
Next up is number 670, Mando in the N1 Starfighter with R5D4.
Gotta have it with the R5 there. That
saw-
one's so cool looking.
I saw multiple of these at the convention with 4 signatures on them.
Well, there's a good reason for that.
It was the 3 Mandos and Christine Daly.
It was 4 out of
30
the
on that.
5 possible people who could sign that were at the event. The only other person who could sign that or should sign that is Pedro. And he was the only one not there. Next up, we got an off-world Jawa.
He'll be $10.
10
Just
on
one
that
of those.
little Jawa. And that's going to be lot 12. Lot 12 is 10. There's 1. Next,
Lot 13.
we've got the Smuggler's Bounty Kylo. That might be the one that
This is-
had the shirt that I have.
This is the hood up version. So we'll do 10 on that one as well.
So in case you were interested in the Kylo pop but weren't interested in the shirt, like I said, I think that's the one that came with the shirt with the Knights of Ren.
14, let's do 25 on this glow in the dark.
I really like
Snoke.
that one. And that's the Snoke based off of his appearance in Force
Should I
Awakens
write times
specifically.
1 for all the ones that
Yeah.
we just won?
Oh, yes. Also, I said we were at the beginning.
Okay.
And Reva will do 8 and Knight of Ren will do 8. So that'll be like 15 and 16. There's 1 of each and we'll do $8 a piece on them.
Not bad. Next, we're going to switch over to some larger items. We've got a Gentle Giant Jumbo Mando coming up, and then some really cool Black Series 6-inch, and some few other things. So,
There's all kinds of crazy stuff in the sale.
so next up, we've got one Jumbo Gentle Giant Mando here. 12-inch scale on a Kennerized take.
We're going to
On the
go
Mandalorian.
below retail on it. Retail on these is 85.
80,
We're gonna-
85, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do $60 on it.
Nice. And it's usually, unless you're a
That's the lowest.
Unless
we've
you're
ever
a
had
guild
on it.
member, you also pay shipping, I think, on top of that, 80, 85. So
And
there
that
you
is
go,
the
60.
jetpack version.
Yep.
Skiff Guard Lando,
Got quite a
which
few.
we had there for Julius LaFleur design.
Who doubled as specifically Skiff Guard Lando. I think he's the only person to do that.
12, 13.
So 3, 13.
Fun fact.
And we're just going to do $10 a piece on these.
Fun fact, in case you haven't been checking out a bunch of our panel content, and some of it is still being posted currently on rebelscum.com from Rebel ScumCon, Julius and Dickie revealed during the convention that part of the reason why the two of them specifically stunt doubled for so many of the Skiff Guard characters at the Pit of Carcoon is because in early production of them filming, before they actually started rolling footage,
25.
they had
16, 18, 20, 22,
so many
24.
stuntmen injured going into the Pit of Carcoon.
Supposedly,
before costumes were on.
it was like a cursed thing because
Yeah.
everybody that tried it besides Dickie and Julius broke a leg. Literally broke a leg.
Right. And so it was like so crazy that
We're
those guys ended up being the least injured.
We're gonna do
Supposedly they got a little
15.
injured too.
Do you want to do 15?
On what? On Aura?
We can probably.
Let's do, I don't know, let's do like, what do you think? 12. Let's do 12. We've
Okay.
got 2, 4, 6,
There's
8,
25 of them.
14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24.
And
Yeah,
speaking of
25.
which,
And the first claim is going to be the one that's still in the collector grade baggie, which is a big bag.
now if you're getting her,
thing.
you should also get him.
You should definitely get that guy.
Because if you have a
Beckett,
Beckett figure,
Yep.
you can costume swap.
you can do some custom swap. Now, it's not a straight, even swap. You can't just swap the hands and swap the head and call it good. You will have to do some other work to make the joints match and fit, especially on the wrists. But it is possible. We have done it, and we even pancaked it during an Order 66 Friday Night Live sale. And I
Yeah.
can't remember who the lucky winner was who won it, but somebody was very happy to get it.
5 credit collection armors. Let's do 15 apiece on those.
You know, that's actually my favorite armorer figure.
Of course it is. Look at the colors.
I love the colors, but I also really like the metallic blue jetpack she comes with. Because what bugged me about the credit collection Beskar, the Mandalorian, the second one that we got, the one from the same wave that she came in, he came with a plain jetpack, like the regular Black Series Mando came with. So
There's 7.
I like to put the metallic blue one on the credit collection Mando himself because it's just cooler that way.
Lot 21, we have 7 Q90s.
And
They're
again,
going to be 15 apiece.
first person to claim is going to get the collector's grade bagged one. Again, this one came from BigBadToyStore.com if it came like that. And BigBadToyStore.com is a proud supporter of RebelScum.com.
That's right.
And Rebel ScumCon Year 1.
22, we have exactly 1 Wrecker. What's a good price on Wrecker?
How about $20? Brand new sealed. We've got one. Let's do 20 on them.
And then we'll do 15 on Skiff Lando
Phase 3
Phase
packaging,
3, number
which
76.
is the toughest one to get a hold of the
that
three
whole
releases.
that whole line was tough.
That he was a difficult wave, and he's not necessarily crazy expensive because Skiff Lando's been released 2 other times, and if you're just looking for a Skiff Lando, none of the other releases are particularly an improvement because the figure was already pretty good when it came out. So if you're a Lucy collector, go for the archive. We have a bunch, and it's cheap. If you're a seal collector and you're trying to finish your Phase 3 set, it's a great deal on Lando, and the box is in pretty decent condition.
Up next, also Chris Bartlett
Yes, one
from
Jack.
Obi-Wan.
One Jack. I want to see more bounty droids. I'm
Let's
liking that
15
we're
on
getting
him.
more and more bounty droids. Heather, are you seeing any claims on your end yet? I'm sure you are. Lot 24. Lot 24 is 15.
Is getting all the claims
I'm
right
sure
now.
she is. Lot 24 is going to be 15 for a one Jack. He was a Walmart exclusive, and there's 5. There's 5 available.
I've been Bobby is no longer a fan of Moff Gideon because of what I've been doing to him in Unlimited.
I'm still a fan of
Oh.
Moff Gideon, but Moff Gideon is very tough in the new Star Wars game, Star Wars Unlimited. Yes, it's a very fun trading card game, and he is a very effective leader unit within the game.
Let's do 25 on.
Fun fact on this this Moff Gideon, that is my favorite release of the Darksaber in 6-inch scale so far because of how pronounced the white border on the blade is. It helps it stand out compared to some of the other releases of it, especially the first release where it was just translucent edges.
We have 14, Mr. Ross Sandbridge coming up next, lot 26.
Supreme Leader Snoke.
How many of it was it?
There's 14. Let's do... Ross would want this to
Get blown out?
get, yeah.
Ross is the kind of
Let's
guy.
do 12
yeah.
on these.
Very nice. Brand new seals. Some of them in better condition than others. Again, we will pull the better condition ones for you first. Next, we've got C-3PO in archive. We only have one. We only have one archive 3PO
There's
tonight.
a bunch of 3POs right here, though, so...
There is a good amount, but
right here
not
in
in
the
high
Chris Bartlett
quantities.
section.
Not in high quantities. So, lot 27.
Like $15.
15 on the archive release of 3PO.
I believe
Let me double
this
check,
is...
make
yeah.
sure the bubble was good on this one. Okay. This one's going to be about the same. because the adhesive on this upper portion of the card has worn off. The figure is still sealed. As you can see, some of the adhesive is still intact. This is from that first Star Wars 40th anniversary card back, where a lot of them, Hasbro hadn't quite figured out the mix of adhesive or lost the old mixture, I don't know.
Well, no, it was the new finish on the cards that threw it off.
And then, there you go. There's that 3PO.
Lot 29 is going to be $20 for the
Disney Elite, the die-cast, 6.5-inch scale Supreme Leader Snoke.
There's something really awesome about this Snoke, and I can't tell. Like, I feel like the head is too big on that one compared to this one, and I feel like he should be taller.
He's got a more spindly neck too.
He should be taller and more, I don't know, lanky.
You think?
Like, I get a creepy vibe from that figure as opposed
Creepier vibe than this one?
Oh, yeah. This just looks like a Freddy. It just looks like... Yeah, I don't know. There's
like
something about it.
I feel like Hasbro nailed it on the box.
I've always really liked that one better. All right. So, what's the difference between these two? Well, that's the first release, Dark Red Arm. And that's the second release, regular
I
arm.
didn't even recognize him with that.
That's funny. We have both variants. There are two variants of the red arm.
No, R2's coming up later.
C3PO. That's funny. Red arm C3PO. Let's do the bright arm one. Let's just do them at 20 each. So lot 30 is going to be for the bright red arm. $20 on that one. Lot 31, we'll do the dark red arm one. Same price, but that's the variant, and it is an official variant.
Coming up next is...
This is a good one. This next one is a good one.
The Black Series Babu Frick.
Babu Frick is always tough to find. We have one that's in a little bit better condition.
You see what it was
than the other.
priced at. Let's do like $40 a piece on these, because I know that they're 50 to 60.
Last I saw they were around 50 to 60. 40 sounds great to me. There's two of them available tonight. All right, next up, let's go ahead and do one of these 10 packs. You know how much I love the 10 packs. This one was a Legacy Collection release. It's a Kmart exclusive. It's got the 30th anniversary Yavin Ceremony Luke and Biggs in this side. Now, what's cool about these 10 packs is they are individually carded, or at least each side is individually carded.
Yeah, it's two 2-packs.
And
on the inside. Let's see the 10.
There are this New Hope 10. So it's not a New Hope 10 because they did release this New Hope 10 for another.
So this is the 2009 release. Mm-hmm. There was also a 2007 release.
And that one had Vader, Stormtrooper, also I think another Luke.
It wasn't a Kmart
Leia.
exclusive.
It was not.
Give me $40 on this one, please.
Looks good to me. Oh, and then you've got let's see, which mold is that? Looks like it might be the 30th anniversary Stormtrooper mold, and that's definitely the 30th anniversary Death Star Trooper, Imperial Naval Officer Trooper as well. Each one of these figures is roughly $10 to $15 individually too. So awesome value.
What can we do on this Brendan right here?
On that Brendan, it's a collector's grade one. What do we got on it?
Retail was $40.
No, it's not that anymore. Put it at like $25. $25, it's sealed collector's grade. That figure recently got reissued a few times. It's not a ton, but at $25, hey, you're going to get it in very nice condition.
So lot 35, there's only one of these. We have Rex and 5s.
Yep, first
regular
5s.
Price was $100.
That is
I think like $60.
That is the original release of 5s right there, and that's one of the earlier releases of Rex. Great figure. Phase 1 Rex. I'm fingers crossed that we get a VC and Black Series 6-inch scale Phase 1 Rex one of these days. As much as the toy companies are starting to like to release Rex and Ahsoka more, which I'm not complaining about, by the way. We want more Rexes and Ahsokas out there. So, yes, hopefully Black Series and VC Phase 1 Rex soon. Next, we've got Hunter. We got a Hunter. It's been a minute since we've had a Phase 4 Republic armor, as I'm going to refer to this one now, Hunter, since we have mercenary gear for the Season 2, Season 3 look. He's calmed down due to the going back up for pre-order, so hopefully everybody who pre-ordered him on the 3rd or 4th round this time actually gets him. But in case you don't, Luckily, he's not around 100 anymore. I think he's around 60-ish now.
I say we put $50 on him and let somebody have a great day.
Sounds awesome to me.
And then while we're on him,
Go ahead and do Tick. We got a couple of them. Tick's not crazy.
Let's do $20 on Tech.
Sure, $20. They are brand new sealed. We have 2 available.
There's 2.
2 Techs.
2 technicians.
There you go. $20 on lot 37. Lot 38. Lot 38.
15 on this onesie Saisi 10.
15 is good on those.
I really love the Army of the Republic, Clone Wars realistic line.
Those earlier lines and some of the more select characters in particular of these earlier lines are starting to become harder to find even for us. So as we start to have less and less of these guys,
39 will also be 40.
Please take advantage of.
We'll do this as 39.
And the deals. Is that the Cantina band? Is that
No.
the modal notes?
No.
Oh man. That's one of my favorite box sets. Not just favorite 10-pack, one of my favorite box sets of that era in general. Just because it was the first
40,
time they were
there's 2
like,
of them for 20 each.
we're going to give you your own full band, and they painted the instruments.
Yep.
Versus the Power of the Force mail-away releases, which came with, I think, very similar molded instruments, if not the same molded instruments.
Well, they also took those same figures in there and put them on a stand and made them a Disney Parks exclusive for Star Wars days.
It's been a minute since we've had one of those, too. That was a great pack. What are we putting on lot 40?
$20 on...
$20 on a Stormy. I would want to army build those in my own collection for 20. So I would pick up a Stormy. I know everybody's always looking for that classic Stormy. It's a mold.
41 would be 20.
That, while a little wonky looking, its heads on his shoulders, has stood the test of time as a fan favorite. And rightfully so.
Good. 41.
Lot 41. Lot 41 is $20 for Clone Wars Kenobi.
That's not what I said.
Oh.
I was saying that was 20.
Yeah, that one was 20.
That's 15.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Heather, come on. Heather, why aren't you pulling any of the claims yet?
That's true.
There's-
Heather, are you
claims
seeing
breaking.
claims?
Heather.
I'm not
George.
15, correct?
Yes.
George, are you? Oh, George isn't here.
Oh man.
He's probably sweating and
I bet he-
something right now.
I bet he shows up on Friday, forgetting that we're gone. What do you want to do on Quill?
Quill.
Lot 42.
Think what? We have one Quill.
I think we got
$15.
Ugh.
$15.
Ugh.
Because we have
Misty Roses was there
bunch
signing him.
of
Don't skip
the
ahead.
credit collection one, but we only have one classic Quill. That's another figure that's starting to dry up on us a little bit more.
And then we'll do 15 on that Army of the Republic Yoda.
Fun fact, so some of you have heard this story a few times over the years. That was the very first Yoda action figure I ever got when I was a kid. Not that there weren't other Yodas around at the time. It was just the first one I found on shelves when I was actively hunting for one. I remembered to
And we'll
actively
do
hunt for
we'll
one
do
back
15
then.
on the 12-inch scale Jawa. I was telling Bobby right before the show started, I'm hoping that these are trolls, goofballs on
Silly guys.
on Facebook,
Silly dudes.
because I've seen a lot of people arguing about the Acolyte and when it takes place,
Oh, yeah.
based off of the old Grogu at the end.
Right.
And that it has to be in the future.
old-
And we
old
can
Grogu.
say that now.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Now we can talk about all of it.
We can. And first of all, I enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it, even really at the end, especially at the end. I really enjoyed it. What a strong final episode. As a show in Star Wars, I'm gonna give it my official rating. Probably gonna give it a 6.5. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Mostly just due to a lot of the production issues that show had.
It did
Some
like
of the wonky
it was
looking
good.
stuff.
It was good. I enjoyed it, but
Story-wise, I really liked it. Character-wise, I really
it
liked it.
did feel like Star Wars was put on the Sci-Fi Channel.
That's where, and a lot of other people have made this comment. This show had the biggest budget of any Star Wars production ever
Where?
by a lot.
Where?
But where was it?
All right,
I
let's
think
keep moving.
They spent a lot on the Plagueis Peekaboo.
Maybe.
Plagueis
The
Peekaboo.
Plagueis Peekaboo. I got so excited.
Jamie, downstairs.
I
Heather,
was
lot
I almost-
45 is going to be $15.
15, yep. I almost literally jumped out of my seat when I saw Plagueis. I was so
There's
excited.
10.
It was so cool. It was just the coolest. And Chimera. Oh my gosh, Chimera is so awesome. Chimera and Soul.
So, do you think that that's why we didn't get that figure? Because we kind of talked about this last Friday. If they released that figure and then we found out that there was a second hilt connected,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would have been a spoiler for sure. Yeah, but they could have announced him after the 5th episode already. They announced the helmet right after the 5th episode, which
lot
I'm also looking
46.
forward to.
Let's do $25 on these.
No, we got a bunch. Let's do 20. We've got plenty. 20
That's
bucks.
plenty. There's 5.
I
It's a
know.
$40
Get 'em-
figure.
Get them 20. There's plenty of them. 20 bucks. Get them a retro
How many do
boba.
we have?
5.
20 bucks. Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
What was it?
We've got
8.
8.
We got 8 of these
So
guys.
this is the deluxe Book of Boba Fett Boba. This is the one that the thing that makes it a deluxe is the 2 stormtrooper helmets, I guess. Now, we're not gonna
No,
be
it has
charging that
flames
deluxe
also.
30 or 35, whatever it was.
Nah, $20.
20 bucks. 20 bucks. We've got 8. This is a really awesome boba. The mold is great. Good articulation. Removable helmet. And these 2 helmets are unique. There is actual molded battle damage to those helmets. They are on a ball joint, and you can head swap them with any VC 3/3 scale stormtrooper
There's one of these. Let's do 10 on it.
going from the carded Rogue One release and forward, because they've used the same mold for the TK since the Rogue One carded release of the Stormtrooper.
Lot 49 is the Unleashed Ayla.
This is such an awesome
Which, if I knew
piece.
that we had that left over, I would have got that signed for myself.
Part of the problem was she was kind of buried in a bunch of stock that we just ended up bringing with us, and
Let's
Unfortunately,
do
just slipped through the cracks.
45.
but that's okay. That means one of you is going to get an awesome chance on this awesome statue right here, because out of the Unleashed, this is definitely one of the more sought after ones.
We are past 30 minutes.
We're at 32. All right, we're going to cut off right here and go see part 2.